Webcam song. This is the doctor's.
Finger links and dark circles to bumpy elbows, even thin calves. Find out what your looks say about your health. Next on the doctor.
Today is February 15th, February. Today is
It's clinically proven to relieve constipation and soften stool with no harsh side effects.
February 15th, 2012. This is Paul Beckman, Paul song. I'll be singing and creating songs as efforts to reiterate health tips into my mind, into my consciousness, and yours too. But I'm doing it primarily for myself, so I can remember the health tips more, because I have a slight touch of autism, the autism spectrum of autism, and I know that if it's successful for me to help remember the health tips, which there's many of given on the doctors, then it could be helpful to you. And in sum total, all of the health tips comprise somewhat of the oral commentary of the show through song.
Physicians that 911 calls should be sent out to be broadcast. Very personal information.
World. Coming up next, the Vancouver Gallery.
Tape was released. Everyone out there is wondering what's going on. We should at least try to bring to light what some of these issues may or may not be, some dangers that you need to look out for at home. Seizures, severe anxiety, racing heart. These are not typical with marijuana. Then, how your ears may actually predict how long you'll live. Why wrinkles can be a sign of something more than just aging.
And what your finger length says about testosterone.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
You got a problem.
It's all new on the doctors.
Each and every day your body sends signals to you if you're healthy or if something's wrong. But some signs are so subtle, so unexpected, that you could miss them entirely. Well, it's time to pay attention.
I've got really weird bumps on my elbow. I have this one weird toenail. My feet are freezing.
My fingers are kind of long.
I have the worst wrinkles in my forehead.
My calves are really thin.
Is my body giving me signs?
What do all these signs mean?
What is my body trying to tell me?
Well, today we're uncovering the health signals of your face, your fingers, and your toes revealed. By the end of this show, you're going to know how your ears may actually predict how long you'll live, maybe why wrinkles could be a sign of something more than just aging, and why skinny legs aren't always better. But first, it's the celebrity medical crisis making headlines worldwide. Actress Demi Moore is reportedly hospitalized for exhaustion. Demi Moore in crisis.
Actress Demi Moore. Demi Moore.
Why was she hospitalized?
Her spokesperson blames exhaustion. Does Demi's emergency reporting hide that she was doing a street drug known as Whip It?
The disturbing call for help, the 911 tapes from Demi Moore's health crisis are raising concerns that the actress, who has a history of addiction, has relapsed.
Now, some of you may have heard the 911 call that was placed the night that Demi Moore was hospitalized. We heard that call, and we were disturbed by it. And we're going to take a stand here on our show and say that
I never heard of Whip It.
we do not feel as physicians that 911 calls should be sent out to
911
be
calls
broadcast, because
sent out
what happens in this particular call is very personal information
to the
share,
public
and there's
when
no
it's of a personal
relationship
nature.
where fiduciary responsibility is greater than the physician-patient relationship. And I would argue that extends to the 911 system, because the minute you call 911, you are saying, I need help. You become a patient
and that should not be public.
No, it's considered confidential, just like a
The
personal
medical
record.
information is a completely private thing. 911 calls now are an exception, and we don't think that's
It
right.
should come under the same HIPAA and privacy and confidentiality.
And what's interesting is some people will say, well, it's a public service. 911 is a public service, so the call should be made public. But it should be a public service that is private, and we are going to urge that Congress takes this up. But given that that tape was released, everyone out there is, of course, wondering what's going on, and I think we should at least try to bring to light what some of these issues may or may not be, some dangers that you need to look out for at home. Let me explain to everyone what we're talking about when we say synthetic marijuana. Whether or not Demi Moore was using a synthetic marijuana, again, this is all alleged, but these things can result from quote-unquote over-the-counter synthetic drugs. Fortunately,